Hi, welcome to Juice Bar. Today we're gonna mix a spicy old fashioned. So today I'm gonna mix a spicy old fashioned just like presented by Kayama-san. Kayama-san is one of the best bartenders in the world, working at his own bar in Shinjuku called Benfidik, which is one of the best bars in the world. He makes awesome new creations all the time, and this spicy old fashioned is one of his creation, which is actually becoming one of his classics. So let's get down to mixing it. Kayama-san actually uses a druggist mortar, which is like this contraption with a wheel. I'm gonna use a normal mortar with a normal pestle for this, but you need some grinding equipment. So let's start with some cinnamon. I have here some fancy Costco cinnamon, and we are gonna need, I would say, about half of these long sticks. So I'm gonna break it into a couple of pieces, yeah, just like that. Then we go on with 2 cloves, 2 grains of cloves. These are too small. Then some coriander. I think he used around 6 grains. Some allspice, a couple of grains of allspice. Some nutmeg, and in this case you cannot put the whole thing, also it's not gonna grind. So what you should do, you should peel off with your knife a bit of the outside shell of the nut. And then for the only ingredient I'm actually kinda missing, you will need 1 big grain of cardamom. I don't have it, I couldn't find it, so I have here some powder. I'm just gonna, this is the only ingredient I couldn't find in grains, so I'm just gonna pour a bit of powder like that. You should really have all grains, that will be the best thing to do. And then we start giving a bit of a smash to all our spices. Then I'm gonna pour in 30 milliliters of bourbon whiskey. Kayama used the Woodford Reserve, I'm gonna use the Buffalo Trace. Equally respectable brand, and around the same alcoholic content at around 45%. So 30 mils of bourbon for now, and we grind a bit more. Then we add 1 orange slice, some sugar. You're gonna need probably around 1 cube of sugar, and I don't have the cubes. No, actually I have the cubes, but I prefer this Cocteau, so I'm gonna put 1 big spoon of Cocteau, which is brown sugar from Okinawa. Then we add the remaining 30 milliliters of bourbon. To our mortar, and then we grind some more. The way Kayama does it, yeah, it's a bit cooler. Yes, such a class in his cocktail making skills, which is pretty unmatched. But I think our grinding is good too. I think we are kinda done. So what we do now, we get some ice in our shaker. 4 or 5 big cubes should be enough. We pour the content of our mortar in the shaker. Oh my god, it smells amazing. Spicy and bourbon. And we close the thing and we give it a shake. Then we prepare our tumbler glass with a good big rock of ice. This one is gonna be okay, just slightly big. Let me smoothen it out. There you go. And then we strain the contents of our shaker in our glass, but I'm gonna use a finer strainer than usual just because I want to filter better the spices that we ground up. So this will be, instead of my usual strainer, is actually a strainer I normally use for tea. There you go. Let me give it a slight stir to have the ice sit better inside the glass. That's pretty perfect. We finish with a splash of some orange peel. We slide it here on the side. And there you go, a spicy old-fashioned, trying to replicate Kayama-san recipe. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Smells amazing, tastes amazing. The selection of spices is quite remarkable. It's really spicy but doesn't burn at all, because he has no paprika or black pepper, red pepper, none of those stuff. He only has these aromatic spices which complement each other and play over each other really well, give this a really Indian Asian feeling, but also it blends perfectly with the bourbon flavor. This is an excellent drink. It strays the line on your definition of old-fashioned, but I think it still match my definition of old-fashioned. It's still an old-fashioned, just a bit souped up, but the base of bourbon, sugar, orange is there. You don't have the bitters, you don't need them with all the other spices. This is extremely good. It's really good. Really nothing else to say. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, share with anybody you like. If you wanna see a version of this drink as done by Kayama-san, I'm gonna link it down below. And hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers. So I was thinking about Kayama-san, how he achieved this level of perfection in his craft. The level of commitment that he has and the focus. I was reasoning I never had that. I jump from one thing to the other, and like most people, don't have that much focus. One thing is interesting. I might have that big focus for like a month, and then I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm okay. I learned enough about this topic, let's pass to something else. Like in Rush, beautiful song Mission. I think in this song Neil Peart tried to express his feelings about what great artists do, and he says, I hear their passionate music, read the words that touch my heart, I gaze at their feverish pictures and the secrets that set them apart. When I feel their powerful visions, their fire was made alive, I wish I had the instinct. I wish I had the drive. First of all, Neil Peart had that instinct and Neil Peart had the drive. He was one of the greatest drummer, most accomplished drummer of all time. He wrote great things and his music live on forever. But for people like me, yeah, sometimes I wish I had the instinct, I had the drive to really focus on something, on one topic, one thing in life, and nail it down until you are the best, let's say. But on the other side, not really. I really think for most people like me, having that kind of commitment, that kind of focus, mean to give up on so many other good things in life. Having yourself totally consumed by a passion, by a project, by art, really takes a toll on the rest of the enjoyment of your life on this earth. So on the other side, I'm kind of happy I'm not like that. I'm not so obsessed, so driven. And of course that also means I will never reach top of anything. I've been a pretty decent drummer in my time. I've been a pretty decent programmer. I've been okay making guitar pedals in electronics. I'm pretty good in cooking and in making cocktails. I did write a few good pages of tales, novel. I did write a couple of decent songs, but by this point I realized I will never be great at anything really. And on the other side, maybe that's by design. So I made peace with it. Still, I'm thankful for people like Kayama that put all their life into something and gift us with art and stuff like this amazing drink.